one of the sections out, then walk around.
Have you heard about the Epstein files? It's a bombshell. It's trending. The stuff of Hollywood blockbusters, politicians, film stars, a lot of money, sexual favors, and reputations at stake. Some 900 pages were unsealed today. The court website crashed. Such was the interest. These are documents linked to a man called Jeffrey Epstein, a financier and a convicted sex offender. He's dead now, and the names of people linked to him have come out. The list includes Bill Clinton, Prince Andrew, Michael Jackson, and Stephen Hawking. So what did they do? Some were accused of sexual misconduct, some just hung out with him, and some others were mentioned in passing. Here's a report.
In 2002, Jeffrey Epstein was asked about his famous friends. He didn't reveal names, but called them an investment.
Were mentioned in passing. Here's a report.
In 2002, Jeffrey Epstein was asked about his famous friends. He didn't reveal names, but called them an investment. Epstein knew connections were important, so he made a lot of them. He called it a collection of sorts. Unsealed documents have now revealed that it wasn't just any other collection. It is an eclectic list of famous people. They had only two things in common. They were famous, and they all knew Epstein. In the 2000s, Epstein was a big name. No one knew what he did, but they all knew he was wealthy, so they all wanted to be seen with him. On paper, Epstein was a financier, but behind closed doors, he was a sexual predator. In the early 2010s, he was accused of sexually abusing underage girls. In July 2019, he was arrested in New Jersey. He was charged with sex trafficking. If convicted, he would spend 45 years in prison. But by August, Epstein was dead. He died by suicide in a Manhattan jail. But the case didn't die with him. If anything, it just snowballed. Now, 5 years later, it's come back to haunt his closest friends. The names of over 100 people linked to Epstein have been made public. They were all mentioned in the lawsuit. At the time, they were kept secret by court order. But now they've been unsealed. The list is a mixed bag. There are names of people accused of wrongdoing, people who made accusations, and then those who were potential witnesses or maybe just hung out with him. All of those names are there. So let's take a look at the big ones. The first is Bill Clinton, the 42nd President of the United States. In the court documents, he's referred to as Doe 36. His name is mentioned a record 50 times. According to one victim, Epstein once told her that Bill Clinton likes his girls young. Clinton has obviously denied all this. But there are records of him using Epstein's planes even after he left the White House. He used it to travel to Bangkok and Paris. Then there's Prince Andrew. The UK royal was accused of sexual abuse by Virginia Giuffre. In 2022, he reached an out-of-court settlement with her. He still denies the allegations. He's been stripped of his royal duties. These documents reveal details of the infamous prince's alleged abuse. Another survivor, apart from Giuffre, has claimed that Andrew groped her. There's also a mention of Stephen Hawking. Epstein talked about him in an email. Apparently, there was a claim. It was about the scientist taking part in an underage orgy. Epstein wanted to pay to prove that the allegations were false. There were many others. They were all mentioned in passing. Epstein talked about being on phone with them. There are so far no claims of any abuse against them. The list includes pop star Michael Jackson, actor Kevin Spacey, magician David Copperfield, Nobel laureate Lawrence Krauss, actor Leonardo DiCaprio, and model Naomi Campbell. More documents will be unsealed in the coming days, so PR teams have already gone into damage control mode. There was a time when almost everyone famous wanted to be friends with Epstein. Now, they can't run away from the association fast enough. Epstein may be dead, but he seems to be haunting his so-called old friends.
Right, Shalom. First, I'd like to begin by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Makakodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and rule well. Blessing and salutation to the virgins pushing this witness sincerity and in truth. So shalom to the elect, or to the hopeful elect. You know, and I want to do this video real quick, through the spirit, you know, and is watching this in a spiritual aspect. America is done. Hollywood is finished, right? It's rotting from the inside out. As you can see, all these past presidents and all these famous actors, actresses, who else? TD Jake. As you can see, all these information starting to come out on these so-called leaders, right? So we see that America is falling, and this is how it starts. You know, you're gonna start with the head, you know, and it's gonna be totally. This is a form of America being destroyed. Nothing ain't gonna stand, right? Nothing ain't gonna stand. When you watch it at a spiritual point of view, you see that everything about America is crumbling, right? Not only the economy, right? But you see that the Lord hitting them, all different type of information coming out. All these famous, so-called famous people, right? Past president, you know, in different types of the world, right? So the NATO, the EU, these people, the beast system crumbling. Let's bring this one scripture here. It says, Revelation chapter 14 and verse 8. It says, and they followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. You understand? And this Harvey Weinstein, you know, he had a lot of information underneath on these people. You know? It's just to show that the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai working. You know, because the elect, the hopeful elect, they train up those prayers. You know, and the Lord speeding up the time for his elect's sake. He shortening the time for his elect's sake, so he saw securities being pulled down. Right? In all aspects, you know. Whether it be a war, whether it be however you wanna put it. You know, but you gotta watch everything in a spiritual mind. America, Babylon, the beast system, it's going down. Right? And not a pillar going to be left. Shalom to the hope for the elect.